Okay, Dan. Par 3, 182 yards across water.
Yeah, so we're across the water. The wind's also blowing that way, so I'm going to be picking a target that's somewhere to the left of the hole. I've got about 189 to where I think the flag is, and not much room behind that. So kind of 200 max. On a hole like this, for the average golfer, you want to make sure you have enough to get over. So I'm looking at that, and I'm playing my 200-yard club, which is a 5-iron. I want to make sure I clear the water. I probably won't go over the green, but it gives me a little bit of space short if I miss-hit it a little bit. The wind's also hurting, so hopefully this 200-yard shot may go about 185, which is roughly where the flag is, and I'm also aiming slightly left of it to compensate for the wind and the water being off to the right.
Great shot.
Okay, thank you. So maybe about 10 feet to the left. I got the distance right, I got my line good, and probably the toughest par 3 of the day. I got it pretty close to the hole, so I'm happy.
Great shot in, Dan.
Thank you. So just finally a nice simple putt. It's going to break a little to the right. I'm going to play it to break about a ball and a half maybe. So, or just outside the left side of the cup. Hopefully I guess right and hit it well.
Oh, nice birdie.
Thank you.
And then it's the par 5 fifth, 509 yards.
Yeah, so we're back a little bit on the tee here. I've got like 524 from this spot. I've got wind blowing left to right, and I've got out of bounds right with very little trouble to the left. So I try my best to pick a target that's somewhere down the left-hand side to accommodate the wind. But the most important thing you can do on a shot like this is once you pick a target, commit to that, forget where the fairway is, forget where the out of bounds is, and just make your best swing to a target that's a little bit left. I'd rather be in the rough on the left, obviously, than out of bounds. And if I hit it down the left side, the wind should push it back a little bit. So my target here is like the 250 and the 200-yard marker. They're down the left side of the fairway, something I can visibly aim for, and forget the rest. Just make the best swing I can for that spot, and hopefully everything matches up. My ball just drifts back to the fairway, and I got to go at the green in 2. Okay, I didn't hit it well, but it's safe. So we'll see what kind of shot I have when we get there. Not out of bounds and not way left, and I'm happy with my result. If I'd hit it better, I'd be in a better spot, but I hit that one a little bit down here on the club, so we'll have to see what I have for shot number 2 when we get there. Alright, so second shot here, I've got 255 to the center, and I've got 240 to the front edge. The flag is near the front of the green, so my target's going to be front or beyond. I can hit it as far as maybe 265 or 270 and be putting, as long as I hit it straight. I'm going over trees, so I'm going to have to pick a target that's not the flag. Forget the flag, forget the green, just pick a good target, go for it. And to hit it 240, this is roughly my 250 club off the ground. Off the tee on the previous, I hit it about 275, but it's going to go not as far off the ground because it's going to spin a little more. It may actually stop if it hits the green. So I'm just pretty much aiming for the middle of the green, making a normal swing. If it comes up a little short, that's perfect because it'll be where the hole is. If I get all of it, it should go no further than the back of the green. So based on where the flag is and the wind blowing across, I've just got a target on one of the trees in front of me and I want to hit right over that. short and right. The wind's got it. So I got some work to do on the next shot.
Okay.
So I'm beside the green in 2, almost pin high. I didn't make the best swing on my last shot. I just didn't really commit to making a full swing at it. When I stopped my swing, I kind of left the club open, hit a little bit of a fade. The wind blew it over here, so now I'm like 30 yards right of the flag. I've already surveyed the situation on the ground near the hole. The green runs away from me. There's also a big hump before the green, but everything's downhill from there. So as long as I fly past the crest of the hill, it should bounce onto the green. If I fly it all the way to the green, it's probably too much. But if I land it just short, it should bounce at least once on. Normally I try to fly my ball onto the green because I can judge that better than what it's going to do when it hits the fairway or the rough. But I'm pretty sure here I'm going to get one good solid bounce on. The ground is dry, so I'm going to go for that. I'm going to try to land it about 10 feet short. Hopefully one bounce onto the green and some roll to the flag.
It's close.
Yeah, a little bit past the hole, but judged it pretty well, and just bounced and rolled a little bit more than I guessed. But I'm happy with the way I hit it, and I got a putt for birdie. So,
Okay.
so I'm only about 15 feet away, but where the flag is, I've already got some undulation here. I'm putting down and back up, I think, and looks to me like it breaks just a little to the right. So I'm going to play this putt to just on the left edge of the cup. And hope that I get the speed right. I'm pretty much level with the hole, so it's not really downhill or up. It's just down first and up at the end. So that could affect the way it breaks at the end as the ball slows down, but it's relatively flat from left to right. So just aim for the left edge of the hole. Just
unlucky. Good par. Right down 365-yard par 4. A few hazards on the way.
Yeah, so this is for the Eden members, anybody that's played here before. You usually play on the white tees from about 290, and it's a drivable par 4. Today, not quite. So I've got to lay up. I'm looking at the fairway here is pretty much like a big island. I've got trouble short, long, left and right. So as far as the left and right, I'm just going to commit to my target and make the best swing that I can. 100 yards from the green's ideal, but that's as far as I can go. So that's 265. I'm going to hit just a 4-iron here that should fly maybe 215, 220. It could roll, and I don't want it rolling through the end of the fairway into the hazard. So I wouldn't hit a 3-iron, or certainly not a 3-wood here. If it comes up a little short and I have to hit from 150 or 130, you know, that's okay. But for me, 4-irons to play here, more than enough to get across, and hopefully the fairway is wide enough I can hit it.